Good evening and welcome to Grattan Stadium, Odsal for round 8 of Super League 12. Tonight we welcome our near neighbours and long-time rivals, the Leeds Rhinos, for what will be the first of 4 meetings between these old fours this season. The winners tonight will go top of the table. Both teams are on 10 points, and tonight's match could have a big influence on the rest of the season. We're due to meet in a month's time in Cardiff, so nothing determined by tonight's result, but a win over your local rivals has an uplifting effect on the whole club, which can carry you into the next game in a very positive frame of mind. It's ideal conditions for Super League. It's dry, still taking a stud though is the ground. A magnificent track to play on. There's very little wind. What wind there is blowing left to right, but it's not too strong. Down on the pitch, it's on the top of the stand, it's blowing a bit, but down on the pitch it's hardly blowing, as you can see with the flags from the cheerleaders. They're holding the flags. It's been dry this last couple of days, which has brought the pitch into absolutely perfect condition. We'll run through the teams for you quickly. The Bulls have a fullback Michael Platt, on the wing Saint Hilaire and Varnicola. The centres Ben Harris and James Evans. The halves Eston Harris and Deacon. Front row Lynch, Newton, Burgess. Back three for the Bulls will be McKenna, Morrison and Langley. The interchange players for the Bulls will be Solomon, Henderson, Feather and Vangenaar. The Leeds have at full-back Brent Webb. On the wings, Donald and Gibson. In the centres, Tupi and Senior. The halves, Maguire and Burrow. The front row, Peacock, Diskin and Bailey. And the back three, Jamie Jones, Buchanan, Ellis and Sinfield. And coming off the bench for the Rhinos will be Lauer TT, Thackeray, Luluai and Tanzi. And tonight's match officials is Mr. Steve Ganson. It's been a lovely warm day. It's just dropped down as a temperature. It won't be too warm for the players. I would say it's the perfect playing temperature for rugby league. Nobody's going to get cold and nobody's going to get overheated, and Sinfield gets us away. And Hilaire forced to a big tackle. So the Bulls bringing it out. Big defence from Leeds, contained him within their own 20. And he's a big run here, Lynch. Good defence again. Good line speed, early contact. Good pursuit of the football. Burgess now. Peacock handles in. And the Bulls still contained within the 40. Ball goes to Eston Harris. Eston Harris goes down the middle of the field. But he read the play at Webb. Fake to go over to the touchline. Eston Harris overread that play, put it down the middle, and Webb brought the ball out to the 40. So a good defensive set for the Rhinos. And here's the first touch for Peacock. Peacock hits and spins. Big set this Rhinos. Maguire turns this one in. Burrows away. Burrows ducking, testing the line. Diskin now to Sinfield, to Maguire, sorry. Maguire throws that one over, just fades out. In the right area, just too strong. Now Saint Hilaire comes. Makes a good 10 yards. James Evans comes in, gives his forwards a breather. No, that were Michael Platt, sorry. Now Burgess. Bulls. Happy to keep the ball in the ruck as Andy Lynch takes this one forward. That was Langley with the ball, now it's Deacon. And that's a late challenge on Deacon. Deacon puts the ball down the middle of the field. And Donald, who's been in outstanding form, brings this ball back forward. Oh, big challenge. Burgess. And McKenna. Jamie Peacock doing the tough yards, as he's done so many times at Odsall. That's not a good pass from Diskin. Tupper did well to clear that one up. Diskin. To Maguire. Bounce nearly beats Leslie. Good chase though from the Rhinos. Leslie's lost the ball, carrying it one arm. Oh, St. Hilaire did well then. Stopped any chance of an offload. Platt senior, St. Hilaire came in and killed him off. Webb to Ellis. Ellis brought down. Half a metre shy. A tilt for the line. Rhino stood deep, spreads on to the left. Here goes the spread. It is a spread, but it's a spread for the Bulls. So, the Bulls lucky to get away with that spill from Leslie. Came out strongly with the ball, carrying it one hand, and big challenges from the Rhinos' defence. Caused the spill. Last tackle. Bulls 5 metres shy of the halfway. Again Deacon this time goes to the corner. Not a good kick. Donald catches on the full. Gives it to Webb. Webb is very tricky from any situation, any position on the field. Brent Webb is a threat, whether he's on his own goal line or on your 10 metre line. That's a good pass. Ellis off a pass from Sinfield. Diskin tried to get Peacock away. Burrows tidies up. Buchanan brought down. Last tackle on the Bulls 40. Sinfield goes high, and that ball bounces. Will that be a Rhino scrum? No. Last tackle. Here Bulls play the ball. That was a good kick. Platt lost it completely. But you can understand that, because down on the field there's very little wind, as I said earlier on, but when you put the ball up in the air, this is a breeze favouring the Bulls. Lynch. Langley. Newton. That's not a good pass, but it finds James Evans. Deacon now spreads this one to Estinaris. Estinaris shows and holds. Oh, good yards. Not put down easily, Estinaris. Last tackle. Oh, Keith Senior. Well, you wonder. Last tackle. Keith Senior had to show his dominance on Estinaris. no advantage whatsoever. The Rhinos had a full defensive line set, and this gives Paul Deacon a chance at goal. Seven minutes gone. No score as yet. Deacon strikes that. Looks good. So the Bulls lead by 2. Thanks to a piece of over-enthusiastic work from Keith Senior. Giveaway penalty, really. Sinfield goes high again. This time, Platt catches. No, sorry, it was... This is Morrison. Bringing the ball out, offloads. Found Deacon. Deacon's got an all. Accelerates into it. Got man with him. It's Evans. Has Evans got the toe? Shows it inside. Gives it out to Leslie. Leslie steps back to Evans. Oh, great covering from the Rhinos. Thought, should Evans have gone to the corner? This is a kick. And that's a line drop out. No, it isn't. It's in touch. And this will be a Bulls scrum. What a great breakout from the Bulls then. James Evans drifted infield to his support. Didn't fancy taking Brent Webb on. And then fed Leslie. This is Ben Harris. Chances on the left-hand side for the Bulls. Newton to Lynch. Lynch drives to the line. Oh, a boot length short. Harris now. Dummies! Oh, Ashton Harris. Oh, dear. High challenge, but not wanting to stiff arm. Well, stopped down as Ashton Harris. It was a nice challenge. I think it's Brent Webb. He put the step on Brent Webb. And Brent Webb just hooked his arm. Wasn't a stiff arm. I don't know if he got over the try line or not. He's bringing a man out. It's Brent Webb he's talking to. And Sinfield, as captain, is there with him. He's going on report. But what's the... It's a penalty. Superb stuff from the Bulls then. Really took it again to the Rhinos. So 2 quick penalties for the Bulls. Put them on 4 points. "11 minutes gone.
It's another penalty converted for the Bradford Bulls, sponsored by Ed Marshall, giving up for number 7, Paul Deacon.
Sinfield gets us away again. Newton catches. Hands on to Burgess. Burgess not really moving then. It wasn't the best pass from Newton. When the defence is charging up on you, you need the ball quicker than that. It was a lazy pass from Newton. Gave the defence a good 3 or 4 metres. Brought the defence a good 3 or 4 metres upfield. It's meant Burgess had no options. Langley bringing the ball out to the red zone. This is Burgess. Deacon on the inside. Newton, oh dear. Oh dear. And Newton reacting to that with his hand. Burgess really should have done better with that. Away clear. Well, the Rhinos looking leaky on the fringes. Ellis takes it forward. Well, the Bulls certainly could have had another, certainly could have had 2 tries. Here goes Burrows. Maguire turns it back to Webb. Here's Webb to Senior. Senior gets rid of one. Oh, well, that looked very late. Is it Donald that was over the line? Looked very late movement. Well, looks like a try to me. Excellent play though from Brent Webb. So it is a try to Donald. It's a quick reply from the Rhinos. Outstanding work from Brent Webb on the outside. Really went at that line, pulled the defence in and gave Senior a chance in full flight, and Senior in full flight is a difficult man to stop. And Donald did well to keep the ball off the deck, which meant he could promote it. 4 apiece. Sinfield with his first kick. And just pulls that one. Well, 15 minutes gone and it's been breathless. I think there's only been one scrum. Here's a good kick. Oh, well caught. Webb did well then, read that. And not square. First nonsense penalty for me of the game. Sinfield puts that in. The Rhinos will start 5 metres short of the halfway. Here comes Peacock on a big charge. A good tackle underneath. Peacock offloads. Now Maguire step in and trying to find an all. Diskin goes away. Good pass. An offload. Bailey does well. Picks it up. Off the deck. Did well then Bailey for a big fella. Diskin again. Looking for the penalty. Good tackle from Langley. Maguire toes this one through. That's... Well, we're going to the screen again. Mr. Ganson not sure there what's happened. It was very close. Well, no real downward pressure there, just a fingertip away from scoring. Then the Rhinos just missed the ball. This will be no try. And a goal line dropout. Good stuff from the Rhinos then. Diskin getting the Rhinos on a roll, moving away quickly from acting half, pulling defenders to him. That's a good tackle from McKenna on Peacock. Sinfield has a tilt. Burrows spreads this one to Maguire. Maguire this season being more of a developer rather than a finisher. Here goes Sinfield testing the line, eventually offloads to Burrows. Senior comes on a charge, Burrows gives him it. Oh, good work. And Andy Lynch penalised, I'm not sure for what. Obviously an infringement at the play of the ball. His elbowing. Our cameraman says, keeping his elbow in on the tackle. That's a tough call. Oh, we've two cameramen, one says yes and one says no.
That's not what I said, I don't want to say it. Sounds like I'm casting a bit.
So Sinfield will put Leeds 2 up. And again, Leeds playing some spectacular stuff. Very efficient, very sharp, very direct.
That's a penalty converted for the Leeds Rhinos by number 13, Kevin Sinfield. Substitution for the Bradford Bulls, number 8, Victor Wagner goes on to replace number 18, Sam Burgess.
So Big Joe comes on, Sam Burgess with his first start of the season, I think. "20 minutes gone. Peacock gets a big shoulder off his old teammate, Big Joe, but keeps alive. And here goes Webb. Webb, always sniffing round those forwards in the ruck, always bobbing about, just waiting for that kind of an offload. Buchanan. Brought down by Langley. And now it's Diskin again, away from acting half. The Bulls need to tidy that ruck area up. Diskin running with gay abandon from acting half back. It costs you. Leslie, big job on. This time holds onto the ball. Michael Platt will run here. That wasn't the best pass then from Deacon. Some of the Bulls passing from acting half back just tend to be sloppy. Big Joe. Now Andy Lynch, good yards. Picked a right line, picked an all. Had to hang on the Leeds line. Couldn't dash up, here goes Newton. Trying to get Morrison away. Can't do so, last tackle, Bulls. 5 metres inside their own half. Deacon. Again goes straight to Donald. Donald meets a big challenge. Webb having a tilt from acting half. As I say, he's a threat. Whatever situation he's in on the field, wherever he is on the field, he's a threat. Burrows steps inside Terry Newton. Well, Terry Newton seems to be carrying that right hand. And again we see Terry Newton Just seems reluctant to put his hand out. Good ball from Maguire to Sinfield. This is Buchanan, and he's brought down. A boot length away from the whitewash. So again, the Rhinos have a really good one. That's offside from Jamie. That's offside. Oh, that's schoolboy stuff. You can't sit on the ground and tackle people. That's just ridiculous, considering the penalties Mr. Ganson's already given away. Oh dear. McKenna meets a big challenge from Ellis. Quick in defence, the Rhinos. Here's Morrison. Turns Evans inside. Evans does well. Bulls always ready to move the ball this season. There goes Leslie. Last tackle. Balls again goes straight to Donald. Well, a Deacon and Donald in a conspiracy. Because those are 3 or 4 easy catches that Donald's had. No pressure on him whatsoever. Jordan Tansey away. No, that were Ashley Gibson, sorry, that came in. This is Sinfield into Senior dropping off in the middle of Lords to Diskin. Looking sharp, last tackle. Maguire again goes to the hill. Again. Good option, but not so good execution. And that's eye contact. And this is a yellow card for Brent Webb. Oh, well, he's calling Brent Webb for 2 high challenges. He's telling him he had already been warned for the challenge on Estin Harris. But nothing serious in either tackle, really. Although Chris Feather don't think so. Well, I'm saying that not serious. Both players looked groggy afterwards, and I'm up here, 2 bus stops away. And it was James Evans, sorry, not Chris Feather. I thought Feather had just come on. So the Bulls have a chance here. Big Joe making good yards. Deacon to Newton to Morrison gets past Senior. Henderson, just come on. Henderson! He's had some good games against Leeds. Short side. Langley looking to offload. Well held. Last tackle, Morrison at acting half. The ball will go back at short side. Goes to Saint Hilaire. Well, that's a good result. Sinfield happy to put that in touch. And this will be a Bulls attacking scrum on the Leeds 10 and 20. "26 minutes into the game. Great position for the Bulls. Deacon to Estin Harris. Whoa, big one. Straight over to Leslie. Leslie has to juggle though. Gives the defence chance to get across. But they have been quick on defence of the Rhinos. Everybody's been chasing. Michael Platt looking to offload. Brought down. Solomono. This is where he's dangerous. Well, he's very effective. Ball goes back this time though to Newton. Over to Big Joe. Big Joe brought down by Buchanan. Now, that's a chance here for Morrison. Morrison's over the line and he's ruled a knock on. Well, I thought that came off. I thought that came off a Leeds man. And whether it did or not, Mr. Ganson has ruled a knock on. And that was a good chance for the Bulls. This is Sinfield. Buchanan now. Nowhere to go. Too much meat in front of him. And that's Jamie Thackeray on fresh legs for this last 12 minutes or so, and the Rhinos getting nowhere. 3 tackles gone. Diskin turns Sinfield in. Again, the Bulls filling all the gaps up. This is kicking now. Maguire kicks, goes deep, kicking early in the tackle count. Leslie being well handled by the Rhinos so far tonight. Michael Platt bringing the bot out.
Leeds Rhinos. Number 14, Ali Lawatiti. Number 15,
So Big Joe.
Thackeray, and number 8, Kyle Lunuai. Go on to replace number 10, Jamie Peacock. Number 16, Ryan Bailey. Number 11,
So
Jamie Jones.
With 10 minutes to go, Tony Smith has a big change in personnel. Puts 3 players on Deacon panics. In front, he makes a mess of the ball and panics and loses sight. Thackeray ends up with it. And that's a forward pass and that's a let-off. For the Bulls. Coming into danger time. Still only 2 points in the Rhinos lead. 6 points to 4. As Deacon hands on to Terry Newton, playing at standoff, and Estin Harris. Ben Harris then. Oh no, it was Estin Harris feeding Ben Harris. Terrible shirts these to read. Here goes Solomono, an offload to Estin Harris. Harris weaving his way. Oh, what a pass! What a pass to Morrison! Morrison! Oh, great work from Morrison! That's a try and a half! Solomono offloads. Estin Harris takes the ball, weaves his magic across the line and throws a wonderful pass out to Morrison. And Morrison showed a lot of intellect then. Took the ball, showed the ball, dragged the defence in, dragged that last man in, and gave St Hilaire just the right amount of space to get in at the corner. A great try for the Bulls. As I said, we were coming into red zone in terms of time, danger time, that last 10 minutes of the first half. But no lack of effort then from the Rhinos. And Deacon just doesn't quite get that right. So the Bulls lead 10 points to 6. I'm sorry, 8 points to 6. And that was a great score. Coming from that left-hand side of the field, it looks as though the Bulls had run down a blind alley. But Solomono just manufactures those passes when he seems to have 3 or 4 players around him. And all of a sudden you found Estin Harris coming away from a ruck of players. And the Rhinos' defence couldn't handle him. Here goes Feather. He is on the field now. And Estin Harris to Langley. Good defence again from the Rhinos. Now Solomono working his way down that left-hand channel. Again offloads to Estin Harris, to Deacon, to Vangenaar. And that really takes it out of the defence when they think they've got a man tied up and they have to start chasing again. Henderson. Well, Deacon lost his way then. Estin Harris stepping. Offloads to Solomono. Solomono to Platt. Platt brought down by Burrows. Last tackle. Newton chips over. Well, that's a good set from the Bulls. Asking a lot of questions. Here's a big set for the Rhinos. Seven minutes to half time. Need to get upfield, the Rhinos. That was dangerously close to past the horizontal. Oh, Thackeray playing acting halfback. Oh, dearie me. Well, Mr. Ganson again picking a penalty up and nothing obviously wrong. That brings the Rhinos up. It's a big call for the Rhinos. Chance now to build some pressure. Thackeray offloads. Diskin does well. Hands on to Ellis. Ellis decides to hold. Diskin to Maguire. Maguire inside. Oh. Luluai couldn't hold on to that. And there goes the Bulls again. From inside their own 40. Estin Harris. Testing the line. Now, Chris Feather. Good yards from Feather. Joe Vangenaar goes to the bench. Burgess back on again. Here goes Henderson. Henderson finds Deacon. Oh, Deacon just took man and ball. That was looking good. Henderson did well. Webb back on field. Should be fresh. Had 10 minutes in the bin. Here goes Senior. Rhinos working the way from the ruck. Here goes Burrows. Burrows eventually. An eye contact. And again. I don't know why he's talking to Burgess. Was it? I didn't think it was Burgess that made eye contact, but Burrows really is tiny. And when he ducks down, it's...
Goes on to replace number 9, Matt Diskin.
Again, no real intent in the tackle. But it brings the Rhinos right back up. Just what they need. Luluai slams it forward and driven back. Sinfield just working the ruck. Danger time for the Bulls. 5 minutes to half time. Burrows to Maguire. Maguire turns it into Sinfield. Sinfield finds Tansey. It was Tansey that time. Ellis looking to punch an hole in that defence. Spreads on. Burrows inside to Sinfield. Sinfield to Tanzi. Oh, it's well caught by Leslie. Pedalling backwards. And here he is. And I think the reaction of the crowd would tell you they didn't think Leeds were really onside then. Although Mr. Ganson has got the players back 10 and has certainly pulled the Bulls 3 times for offside. Good tackle. It's a top-class game of Super League. Vic Feather brings it forward. Bulls have brought the ball out. Just shy of the Leeds 40. Harris goes high. Could hang in the wind. Brent Webb underneath, no real pressure on him. And that's a good kick and chase. Bulls need no penalties now. This late in the half. 2 minutes to half time. 4 minutes to half time. I've been informed. Bulls lead 8-6, 2 points in it. Thackeray now looking to promote the ball, gets the ball away to Maguire. Maguire offloads to Ellis. Ellis. Well, the whole of the Leeds team stopped then, which gives you some idea of what they thought had happened. I think there's only Mr. Ganson in the stadium didn't think that was a knock-on. Leslie gets a kind bounce. Gives this one to Michael Platt. Leslie will come this way from this ball. No, he goes left. And makes a good yards. Langley. Well, that's a poor pass again from acting half-back. And a forward pass call from Morrison to Ben Harris. That really was an ordinary set from the Bulls. And the Rhinos stopping the clock, forming the scrum. And here's a big set now for the Bulls. Sinfield feeds Maguire. Maguire brings Webb in. Buchanan tries a right foot step. Maguire. Slammed down then by Burgess and Morrison. Sinfield. Oh, it's a good pass, and it's... Oh, start again. Rolls Mr. Ganson. Here's a big call now. Here's a big call for the Rhinos. Sinfield spreads this one to Burrows. Burrows tries a dummy. Awatiti then looked as though he's knocked on. Thackeray has a tilt. Can the Bulls hang on? This is Lulawai. Tackled. The blade of grass short. Spreads on. This is going deep. This is going to Senior. No, it's a kick through for Donald. Donald knocks on. And is that advantage? He's brought down. 1 minute remaining. Burgess. Henderson. Hands on to Weston Harris. Henderson again away from acting half. Gets away from that tackle. Gets through that all. Still going. Oh, his ankle tapped. Good work from Henderson. Last tackle. This will be the last action of the game. Solomono gives it to Deacon. Deacon across field. And that's offside. Well, start again. And that's a penalty. And this will be the end of the game. That's good work from the Bulls. Put real pressure on the Rhinos. The Rhinos cough up a penalty. There goes the hooter. The teams will leave the field after this kick has been taken. And I've booked this down. I've got the Bulls at 10-6 as they go into the dressing room. There go the flags. 10-6 it is. And the Bulls will be happy with that. The Rhinos have played some really good football, but the Bulls have defended magnificently. It's been an outstanding game. Well, it's been an outstanding 40 minutes of Super League 12. So join us for the second half and just see what the final outcome of this game will be.
acknowledgement, that always does.
Well, sometimes that's how it is.
That's it. Off you go. When you're ready.
Yep. Welcome back for the second half. The Bulls playing into what bit of breeze there is. Very little down on that playing level. There's a breeze swirling around up here at the top of the stadium as Paul Deacon gets us away. And that first 40 minutes of this round 8 game went very, very quickly. Hardly any stoppages whatsoever apart from the video referee. Oh, look at the Bulls here. Shoveling men back straight away. Putting a marker down for this second half. Thackeray drives it forward. James Buchanan, meets a big shoulder from Sam Burgess. And Morrison kicking early. 2 tackles. And Maguire happy to put the ball downfield as Michael Platt makes his way back upfield. Well, will that be the pattern of Leeds' play in this second half as Ben Harris brings it forward? That's the way they played when they won here by over 30 points, I think it was 35-0. This corresponding fixture last season, and what they were doing then, they were using the kick on the second and third tackle. Didn't play any football at all in their own half. Let's see if the Rhinos have decided to do that for the second half. Aston Harris goes deep to Platt to Ben Harris. Last tackle. Aston Harris goes high. His ball will be drifting in the wind. That's anybody's. And here goes Langley. Oh, Leslie! Leslie had a look. Oh, he's sick with himself. He knows it. Leslie just took a look and lost the ball. Great pass from Langley. It was on a plate for Leslie. Good kick from Aston Harris. Difficult for the players. There is no wind, as I keep saying, there's no wind down on that playing level, but when the goal goes high, they can't judge where it's going to come down. It just swirls about. As it on its way down, it confuses people. And again, good defence by the Bulls. Look at this, keeping the fella up, shoveling him back. Great work. Feather and Morrison on that tackling. Good tackle. Good work in the ruck from Henderson. This time it's Sinfield that puts the ball downfield. Ball goes straight to Leslie. Doesn't take it on the full. Plays it with his foot. And a good chase from Brent Webb. No, from Buchanan. There's a good chase from Buchanan then. And Michael Platt lost the ball, recovered. Start again. Ball played by Leeds. Calls Mr. Ganson. This time feathered. Drives it in. Ball goes to Burgess. Burgess takes it up to the halfway line. Good work from the Bulls forwards. Now Solomono angles in, keeps going. Difficult man to put down. Gets free again. Look at this. Eventually offloads to Solomono. Deacon panics. Eventually hands on to Langley. Henderson to Morrison. Morrison offloads. Aston Harris shows and goes. Deacon now. This will go through. Oh, Deacon. Oh, brave work from Deacon. Goes and grabs his own kick. That's a good result for the Bulls. Feather, high challenge again from Brent Webb. Well, Webb's very lucky not to get called again. That's really sloppy tackling technique. Estin Harris back to Langley. Langley into Ben Harris. The Bulls asking all the questions of this Rhinos defence. Harris again to Feather. Feather straightens up. He'd love to score against his old club. Here goes Evans. Leslie! Leslie for the line! Oh! Leslie at his best. Outstanding football from the Bulls. Evans knew all he had to do were undone. And Leslie is almost unstoppable in those situations, especially on these dry grounds.
It's another try for the Bradford Bulls, sponsored by Yorkshire Electrical Services, giving up the number 5, the Volcano.
Well, it's been outstanding 5 minutes for the Bulls. Hardly been in the game, the Rhinos. Been kicking early in the tackle count. And the Bulls have really made them pay for it. And I thought Brent Webb was very, very lucky early on in that set. Not to get called again for high contact. Really needs to address his tackling technique. Wasn't really a stiff arm, but it's certainly a high swinging arm. And I fancy Deacon for this. He's had one from almost the same position. No, same result. Bulls go to 14.
Substitution for the Leeds Rhinos, number 9, Matt Diskin, goes on to replace number 23, Jordan Tansey.
So 14-6 the score. There's Solomono. Hands on to Langley. Now Henderson. Henderson weaving his magic in that ruck area. And that's not a good pass from Paul Deacon. Paul Deacon, well, what's happening here? Estin Harris. Well, Paul Deacon's handling tonight. It's very, very ordinary. Sinfield to Senior. Senior. Oh, shovel back. That's Lauatiti taking the ball forward. Diskin now to Thackeray. Burrows to Maguire. Maguire's almost got Brent Webb in. Nice play, Burrows. Maguire just opening up the defence. Brent Webb couldn't take that. Had he have done so, it would have been 6 points. As it is, we've got Michael Platt coming out here. Now Saint Hilaire. Vic Feather brings it forward. Good work from the Bulls. 3 tackles are up to the halfway. Henderson, Ian Harris just probing that ruck area. Has been probing the line all night. As Langley takes this ball. Last tackle. Ball will go to Deacon. Deacon, I should say. This is a good high one. Under pressure. Oh, he did well. Ashley Gibson did well. And a good chase from the Bulls. Leslie brings Toopy down. Oh, look at this from the Bulls. They really come out and set the stall out. Lauatiti, we're trying to milk a penalty. Maguire turns Senior in. Senior wants an offload, gets one. Oh, it's a chance here. James Evans, oh, just needed a quick play. Solomon will have a crack. Solomon will have a crack. Oh, he's going for the whitewash. He had a sniff of that whitewash, Solomon. Was never going to let that ball go. Henderson to Deacon. Deacon. Estin Harris takes the line on. Once again, Rhino scrambling. Deacon needs a good pass. Turns Feather inside. Feather offloads. Back to Estin Harris. To Newton, I should say. Oh, and Morrison. Morrison, a quarter paint shy of that try line. Oh, again, Deacon. Panics. He's been anxious tonight. Good chase, though. And he's lost the ball. Great work. Is that Langley that put that chase on? No, it was Burgess. Whoa. Oh, no, it was Langley. I was right first time. Great chase. And presence of mind, Langley. Just let Deacon off the hook again. Estin Harris. Harris is testing the line, got through again, got down by Webb. Deacon shows one through. This will be a repeat set. Oh, it's good work. Excellent work from Gibson. That looked a dead cert line dropout. Gibson did well, found a hole in the defence and got it back over the goal line. Diskin. 14-6, the Bulls lead. Good tackle from Morrison. On Burrows. Jamie Peacock looking to offload. Last tackle. Sinfield goes high. And this will bounce out. No, it bounces straight up. As Platt brings this ball out. "13 minutes of the second half gone as this goes to Evans. And Burgess, Sam Burgess, goes to the sideline. As Feather bounces away from tackles and well, he catches a near all warmer. Chris Feather for his efforts and then coughs the ball up. Ellis away from the scrum. So this is the first position in this second half that Leeds have had, and Maguire gets nowhere with that run. Lauatiti. Burrows to Webb, Webb to Ellis. Man of all talents, Brent Webb. Took that ball in like an half-back and served a great pass to Ellis then. Toopy, eventually to Burrows, to Peacock, to Maguire. Maguire drifting across that line. Eventually brought down, last tackle. That's offside no matter what happens there. Well, that was offside. Well, Bailey throwing the ball away. That's a penalty as well.
Substitution for the Bradford.
So the Bulls
Number 8, Joe Wegener, goes on to replace number 14, Chris Leather.
surviving that set. The first set the Rhinos have had in the Bulls territory. Oh, great pass then from Lynch. Langley eventually brought down just shy of the Leeds 40. Estinaris to Deacon, back to Estinaris, now Solomono, now Leslie, oh, Leslie's coughed it up, trying to release the ball. And get the pass into Evans, who'd come on the outside. Well, it's certainly a different looking Bulls outfit to the last two outings. Looked lethargic in the last two games. Been anything but that tonight. This game's been fast and furious. Both teams have been inventive with the ball. And both defences have been very quick and strong. Here's Peacock. Diskin now to Bailey. Again trying to milk a penalty. Buchanan gets this ball out to Gibson and a forward pass is called. And Buchanan Sinfield has gone down with stomach cramps. And a forward pass call then, and it's lucky for the Bulls. No, sorry, it's Buchanan that was down, not Sinfield. Mr. Ganson having a word with Mr. Marshall to see if they saw anything. It's a Bulls scrum. Well, another let off for the Bulls then. Well, the Rhinos putting a big shove on then. And Deacon has to tidy up. Big Joe. Bailey. Makes first contact. Now Harris to Langley. Bulls moving the ball right. And Ben Harris this time. Lynch brings it forward, makes good yards. Last tackle. Will the ball go high this time? It goes straight out to Deacon. And he goes high. Oh, it's a good kick. Gibson. Oh, almost round, is in touch. Good tackle from Leslie. Good chase. Gibson decided to take him on the outside. And Leslie quick enough to get back to him. Went downstairs and shoved him over that sideline. Deacon. Estinaris! Oh, almost through the line. If Leeds don't pay him enough attention, they'll pay the penalty. And again, it's Morrison. The Bulls have been close so many times tonight. Now Deacon spreads this. to Platt. Platt with that left foot step just couldn't get past Buchanan. Deacon with that flat pass, that face ball. It's Andy Lynch with it, hangs on. Henderson into Solomono. Solomono kicks through, tackles his countryman Brent Webb, shovels him back over the dead ball line. And under severe pressure, the Rhinos hardly been in this game in this second half. And into the last quarter of the game, as Estin Harris hands on to be, oh, big challenge from Bailey, and he's felt that as Joe. Joe's in Never Never Land. He's away with Peter Pan. His big Joe is still wobbly. If this were a fight, it'd be stopped by now. Burrows running across the line, and again the ball's shoveling backwards. Maguire feeds senior. Bulls still lead by 8. 14-6 the score. Ball goes back to Maguire, slips, offloads to Diskin, and ends up with Brent Webb, and Brent Webb kicks it out on the full. That's pressure. That's pressure. That's what pressure does for you. Forces the error.